What's going on, guys? NoobThePro here, and today we are benchmarking Destiny 2 on the i5-3470 GTX 1050 Ti 8GB RAM budget gaming PC. This one was an ordeal. I'm going to start this video off pretty frank, so please excuse my language and anger, but fuck me, the trials I went through to make this video for you guys. The Battlenet client is fucking horrendous. I have a download speed of roughly 5 megabytes per second. Now, that's not the best, it's not the worst, but the client kept dropping my download speed to 100 kilobytes per second. And not just here and there, it was a consistent thing, and sometimes it lasted for hours, which basically meant it took me 3 days to download the game. Now, once I had the game downloaded finally, I was ready to get in and get some sick, sweet gameplay for you guys with some awesome frame rates on this PC. Now, you'd think the story looks up here. Fucking nope. Activision and Bungie decided to go and make life just a bit harder, and they made it so every fucking overlay is incompatible with their game. So what this means is I'm left with no other choice than to use this disgusting fucking sidebar to record my performance details, and every time my cursor hovers over the damn thing, I click it while trying to aim and shoot and ruin the footage. Luckily, and I mean luckily, Destiny 2 itself saves this a bit, because the game itself is quite fun regardless of the client it uses. And it performed well on the i5-3470 8GB of RAM and GTX 1050 Ti. This game is quite well optimized. There were only small amounts of time where my hardware was not being fully utilized, and I feel I may have been able to push the settings a little higher. The GTX 1050 Ti had a lot of wiggle room with the VRAM usage, and if you lowered or tweaked the settings, you could possibly get away with 6GB of RAM as well, because Destiny was only using about 6.5 to 6.8 gigabytes at the settings I used. It's hard to tell with this game whether or not it was using all 4 cores of my CPU as well, because I couldn't use any performance monitoring overlays, thanks to fucking Activision and Bungie. However, it was enough to play Destiny 2 smoothly at these settings, and it was supposedly being fully utilized. The PvP aspect of Destiny 2, the Crucible, ran great on this PC, and the only problem I really ran into was always clicking the fucking sidebar. But you obviously won't need to worry about that. This budget gaming PC continues to be a viable option if you want to get into PC gaming relatively cheaply and are happy to compromise on some of the settings. Speaking of which, I've started to link some of the parts, games, etc. that I use in each video, so if you want anything I used here, head down to the description and follow the links. If you've watched the video this far, I'd just like to say thank you, and like the video and subscribe if you haven't yet for more videos, and I'll catch us in the next one.